to start the weekend here on this Friday night. This is Kevin Harlan with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, welcoming you to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Amari Stoudemire is checked in for Tyson Chandler. Mavericks trailed by 6.
Well, you know, the Mavericks got back into the playoffs last season after missing the playoffs in 13. And this is a team that expects to be a playoff factor. Aside from that one season, they've not missed the playoffs since 2000.
So on the floor for Houston, Terrence Jones is down low with Howard. Beverly and Harden man the backcourt, and it's Brewer in at the small forward position.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Smooth checked in for Dallas. Let's check out the leaders in field goal percentage as a team. 5th, the Mavericks.
Well, they're so patient at the offensive end. They don't take bad shots. They really look to move the ball and find the best shot they can every possession. And you look at the legacy of success for the Mavs. You have to go back to 2000 to find the last time they had a losing season. Even in 2013, what they term a disappointing year, they went 500 in the cutthroat Western Conference. Pretty impressive.
Clock at 6. Parsons passes to Norris. Baseline Jay on the way, and he gets it to go.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Rockets leading by 6. And you look at how much ownership can impact a team's fortunes. The first 20 years for the Mavericks, they cracked 500 6 times, but they've done it in every season under current ownership.
Well, I know ownership is important, partner, but come on now. They do have Dirk Nowitzki, and he has a lot to do with that winning record as well. But no question about it, the Mavericks are clearly a first-rate franchise, and everybody from ownership on down can take pride in that.
Back to Parsons, and he's good on the 3-ball. Parsons got 5.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
And Beverly kicks to Harden. It's rebounded by Norris. Mavericks trailed by 5. He dishes it to Ellis. 46 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Nowitzki. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Mavs ownership has made it clear their plans and hopes are that Dirk Nowitzki would remain a Maverick for the remainder of his Hall of Fame career. You look at what he's meant to this team, the 4th most points scored with a single franchise in NBA history. A couple more seasons, and he could move up to 3rd in that category.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Aminu comes in for Parsons, and Devin Harris is subbed in for Monte Ellis. Here's Howard. Takes it off the glass. Howard's got 11 points.
Great interplay there between those 2 teammates.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. From beyond the arc. No good from Norris. Houston leading by 5. Inside. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. Terry the pass to McDaniels. That's good. McDaniels got his first 2 points. Just 4 seconds left to play in the first quarter. It's picked off. All right, quarter beginning in just a moment. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Rockets, guys.
And I thought they built this lead mainly because of their work on the glass. They really dominated the rebounding totals.
And it takes an effort from all 5 guys to get a rebounding advantage like that. Everybody has to rebound the ball. That's how you finish off your defense.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, owner of basketball. So on the floor for Houston, Tebra Ioni, then there's Boniunas, then there's Howard. And it's McDaniels in at the 3. Last outing for Houston, it was a loss to the Clippers.
Yeah, they gave away a lot of points at the free throw line in that game. Maybe it was being on the road. Maybe they were just out of sync, but something had them rattled.
Steve, I don't know if it was the biggest reason for that loss, but clearly the misses from the stripe had an impact.
4 on the clock, Harris. Good work defensively by Terry.
That was a layup, and you've got to knock that down. You've got to convert when you get those opportunities. Well, Dallas coach Rick Carlisle has demonstrated his versatility throughout his coaching stops in Detroit, Indiana, and Dallas. Not really a system coach. He adapts to the talent that he has on each individual team and goes accordingly.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, guys, Dirk Nowitzki has a game that certainly should age well. He said standing in the corner shooting a 3-ball will never be a problem. It's the preparation you have to do every summer. Once I get tired of that, it'll be over quick. You've got to put in a lot of work at this age to still perform at a high level. A pretty honest assessment, guys.
A great work ethic, Doris, and he holds himself to that standard all the time. Thanks. And Carlisle presiding over a more half-court, station-to-station style of play in Detroit and Indiana. He's embraced a more up-tempo style, it seems, in Dallas.
Yeah, and he's got an offensively gifted team with the Mavs, and he's always been an innovator using zone defenses to hide weaker defenders and to keep opponents off balance. And again, another example of how the outstanding coaches don't stand pat. They're always learning, growing, and adjusting to give their teams the best chance to win.
Good thought. Here's Harden, and the basket good. Harden's got 9.
Well, I tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Here's Smooth, defended by Beverly. Norris, the pass to Parsons. It's Ellis on the wing. And it's Aminu in the corner. Ellis kicks to Parsons. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. 7 points for Chandler Parsons.
The defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
Beverly dishes to Harden. And taken away by Ellis. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
And it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Here's Harden. No good. Now Dallas takes it the other way. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
And Kevin, they were able to keep that game relatively close, but you could tell things were not clicking for them.
Yeah, I agree with you, Steve. I mean, it could have been worse, though. I mean, they didn't look fresh at any point in the game. Just seemed to be listless. The Rockets, of course, at the forefront or vanguard as far as advanced analytics go. Some in the NBA have scoffed, but hey, they're doing something right.
A different look for Dallas. And so that's the end of the first half. Rockets lead by 7.
Thank you, Kevin.
All right, everyone's eyes up here. If we're going to send these fans home happy, we've got to go.
And the second half about to start. So it's the Rockets now. It's a 5-point game. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. And that will be the first game of 5 straight at home.
Well, and you know the fans out in Toronto hoping for a win in that game.
Dirk and Chandler up front. Monte all forward. And it's Barea in at the 1 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks.
Well, it seems like they're having a lot of trouble at the line today, and it's just been that kind of a day. Boy, his free throw shooting, just another reason he's such a good all-around player.
Norris, the pass to Ellis.